Hello friends, today we are going to discuss about Cubism. So friends, Cubism is one of the Avant Garde art movement of the 20th century and is also called as a modern art movement of 20th century. Cubism arose out of the need to define and represent the new modern reality. This new modern reality was complex and ambiguous. Friends, ambiguous means having more than one meaning. So, was ambiguous and is shaped by new inventions as well. Then, philosophical speculations and cultural diversity. The new technology and scientific discoveries were radically changing the pace of life and the way society perceived the nature of things. Whereas in the past life had been static, science and technology were now forcing modern man to experience time, motion, and space dynamically. Friends, the philosophical theoreticians suggest that we live in a world of shifting perspectives where the appearance of objects are now constantly changing and depending upon their point of view from which it is seen. So, friends, each culture brought out with new and different way of looking at the things and the interchange occurring between cultures and helped in the percepting of the truth and relativity became everything. So the main problem facing by the modern artist became how to formally depict this new dynamic vision of life. For the painter, it became a little bit difficult to depict the flux of time, motion, and space in a medium properly. The Cubism was born out as a response to this, and it was not an accident that the movement finally came, and it has its magnetic ability to attract the most gifted young artists and writers all over the world. Now, history of Cubism means, friends, how Cubism came into existence. So, friends, we can say that Pablo Picasso, Les Demoiselles Avignon came out as a revolutionary uh, way of depicting reality. This landmark painting had broken all the traditional rules that artists of all the time. Cubism was born out of the interaction and collaboration that occurred between Picasso and George Braque. Right after they met in 1907 in artistic partnership, when Braque saw the painting of Picasso for the first time, he went into shock. However, many months after this, Braque also considered it and he followed Picasso's and he combined several point of view in one image. Soon afterwards, an artistic partnership developed between the two artists and they became with a new technique of art movement known as Cubism. So, out of these artistic movement, analytical cubism was the first phase in this evolution of cubism was born. Everything in nature is based on the sphere, cone, and cylinder. So, art was neither an imitation nor an illusion of reality, but but an effect, a new kind of reality, which is created through the means of new language or of forms. Thus, the aim of painting is not to pretend that the viewer is looking through a window, but to make the viewer aware of the picture surface itself as well as the subject matter it depicts. Now, friends, there are the two phases of cubism. The first one is the analytical cubism, and next is the synthetic cubism. So, the analytical cubism was the first phase of Cubism, and in this type of Cubism, Braque used to break down the surface of the objects being represented into basic geometrical shapes. The artwork looks more like series and are made up of planes and lines in muted tone of black and grays, such as a painting of woman with a fan. So the year in which it was started was 1908, and till 1912 it was there. Then we have synthetic cubism. It is the later phase of cubism, generally considered from about 1912 to 1914, and is characterized by simpler shapes and bright colors. Synthetic cubists often include collage, real elements such as the newspapers and all, the use of real objects directly to the art, and it was start of a new and most interesting, important ideas in the modern art. Now, friends, the conclusion of Cubism. So, friends, Pablo Picasso says the fact that for a long time Cubism had not been understood, and that even today, and there are peoples who cannot see anything in it, and it means nothing. So the main features of Cubist art movement are displaying same time and intersecting the surfaces to create a shallow space. So friends, we can say that Cubism was one of the most influential styles of the 28th century. So thank you friends for watching this video, and if you like the video, then do like, comment, share, and of course subscribe to it. Thank you friends.